welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I have my Pan That palette update, which is a little bit different this year. Our palettes are not necessarily in palette form. Let me explain. First of all, this is a PANtastic Ladies collab. We did not create Pan That palette. That is Amber F that did that. PANtastic Ladies just themes it, and this year's theme was voted on in the PANtastic Ladies group. This particular theme was created by Erin, or Erin M. She is going to be linked down below along with everyone else that has joined into the Pan That palette Panning Solitaire for this year. And basically, we have to pan in sets where we have to pan a single, then a duo, then a trio, then a quad, a quint, and so on. And you can pan them one at a time. Like you can start with your single. When that's done, work on your duo. You can pan them simultaneously and pick whatever sets you want to work on. But the way Erin has set it up, the sets don't count unless you finish the prior ones first. So like if you finish your duo first, that doesn't count until you finish your single. And I think it's kind of cool. It's a little crazy, but it's kind of cool at the same time. It's her theme, and I'm enjoying it because I am actually able to pick and choose what I want. You can pull like one shadow out of a palette that you want to work on and two out of this palette, or you can pick a single and pick for your duo, pick two singles. I have lots of depotted stuff, and some of them were legit duos and trios, and some were not. And I'm going to show you all of my stuff here in a second, and then we're going to talk about the changes that have happened since the last update. So let me show you where I was previous. And this is where I am right now. As you can see, there is a little bit of change, just a little bit. I'm going to start with this shade right here. This has probably the least amount of usage on it as far as collective groups of shadows. This is from the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, and this is Cafe au Lait, and I have slightly expanded the baby pan there, but not much. I've only used it a few times because this to me is a lid shade, and I have been vigorously working on another lid shade in another project, and that one is just about done. If you watched yesterday's video, you will know what shade I am talking about. So I'm peeling off the sticky stuff of this while I'm talking to you. So as soon as that lid shade is done, then I'm going to really start working on this one majorly. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy it. I've used it a few times, like I said. I love this color, and I'm kind of curious to see if it can be multitasked, because you know I'm going to try. It may not work out, but you know I'm going to try it. And yeah, I'm hoping that by the next update, I can have some decent pan on this one. That is my goal. I don't think I'm going to get necessarily side pan or anything, but I want this, when I show it to you next month, I want you to say, dang girl, you use that eyeshadow. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, moving on to my duo, which was actually a duo when I depotted it. This is the Smashbox duo in Turned On and Psych. I don't know which one is which, and it doesn't really matter because I'm going to get them both done this year. But look at this one. This is the darker of the two. Can you see the pan in that? I really enjoyed this one a whole lot, and I'm going to continue to enjoy it. This is definitely a nice, easy, everyday kind of shade to work on. And I used it every day for a while. And once I hit pan on it, and I hit like obvious pan, I kind of set it off to the side so that I could work on its little mate here. This is the lighter of the two, and I don't know if you can see the dip in that, but it definitely has a good dip in it. And I'm really hoping that this one will have pan by the next update. I'm trying to turn it in all these different angles to see if you can see the dip, but it is definitely there. And yeah, I want pan in that bad boy. I think I can do it. All right, next up is my trio, and I just noticed this when I looked down, and I don't think the camera is going to pick it up. I'm going to show you them one at a time. I must have hit pan on this when I was using it earlier today. It's kind of awkward pan, like right in there. It's super baby pan, and I doubt that the camera is going to pick it up. But yeah, I think this is going to have some major pan by the next update, or it's going to be done. Either way, if there's any left of this one, I don't think it's going to be much. You can see how low in the pan it is. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I use like a big fat fluffy brush in this, and I use this to set my primer, and I love it. I absolutely love it, and I use it literally every single day when I put my makeup on. So I think there's a potential for that one to be done by the next update. All right, the next one in the trio is this one. I've only used this a few times. It is a little bit darker than the Cafe au Lait, but I do like it. It is this one right here. I think once I'm done with a few other browns that I'm working on, like some shimmer browns, I'm going to get some good use out of that one. I really like the shade. It's just, it's kind of conflicting with some other stuff that I'm working on, like in A to Z and Single Ladies. So yeah, once I get those squared away, that one, I'm gonna really go after it. This one is the deep brown. Oh, and did I mention these are from the Jane Iredale palette, the medium sampler kit? Yeah, I probably didn't mention that because, you know, this is me. So yeah, I have a little bit of usage on this one. There's kind of like a little dip going in there, and I'm not sure how I got that one. It just kind of happened. And I use this one periodically. That is not my primary because I'm working on another brown in this project, in this palette that you'll see in a minute, but I want to get the ones that I didn't get a lot of usage out of first. These, like, it's all over my fingers now. My quad is actually 4 shadows from the Sephora Colorista palette. I aim to have them done this year. These two have virtually no progress on them. This is just a matte black, and this one is like a very dark taupey color. Like, it is super dark with a little bit of shimmer. I'm gonna swatch this one. I'm kind of thinking I might be able to use those 3 together for neutral days, but I'm not at that moment yet. My hands are filthy. And of course I don't have a wipe or anything right here, but the reason I have not used that matte black is because of the matte black with glitter in it, which you probably can't even see the blue glitter, but there's actually a dip right in the center. Don't know if it's going to pick it up, but it is definitely there. And I use this primarily just to set my eyeliner. And it would be kind of cool if I could hit pan by the next update, but I don't know if I can. And I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't hit it by the next update, because I've been wearing a lot of brown instead. And this next shadow, bam, right there, shows you just how much I've been using brown. This is the one that I am attacking as far as to set eyeliner and everything. Hopefully you can see there's a huge dip in there and lots of pan. So I'm really happy about this one. I do not think it will be done by the next update, but I do think it's going to be at the point where I'm going to have to repress it by the next update or right after the next update, because that's the one I am going after. Of those 4, in here, as I almost dropped it. Of these four at the bottom, that brown, that's the one I want done first. That is the one I am going after. I am showing no mercy on that one. And the quicker I can get that done, the quicker I'm going to start working on these a little bit more. So, yeah, those are my goals for this round. Definitely expand the pan on this one. I would like to have pan on this lighter of the two shades from the Smashbox Duo. This light shade here, I want either like major pan to the point where it has to be repressed, or finish it. If I can finish it, I would love to do that, and move on to my next shade that I have in another project that basically serves the same purpose as this one. This, I probably will just get minimal use out of these two, which is okay. As long as I keep getting slight progress on them, a little bit of usage, it's going to get to the point where those are the ones that I'm going to attack and go after them. But I'm not at that point yet with those. The dark taupey color in the matte black, I probably will use very little. This black, I do use it, like I said, periodically. If I can hit pan in the center, that would be cool, because I do use a small detail brush when I go in there. I don't happen to have it right here in front of me, but it is a very small, like precision detailed brush. So it is going to create a hole there, as opposed to when I use a fluffy brush and, you know, you get a lot of even wear on the shadow. It's how I use it for my eyeliner. That's just, you know, it's going to be that way. As far as this brown, it's going to be to the point I have to repress it. I'm pretty darn sure, because I don't think I can finish it, but I think not the next update, but the following update, I probably will have it done. So probably 2 more updates and that brown is going to be done. We'll see. We'll see what happens by the next update, and I'm just going to keep going at it, because I would like to be able to add a quint in. I'm only up 1 through 4 here, so yeah, I would love to get to the point where I can add the quint in, but I'm not going to do that until my single, duo, and trio are done. It will leave more room in the palette, and it also, I don't want to put it in too soon, because I don't want to take the focus off of getting done 1 through 3, because they don't count unless the first ones are done. So that is kind of like my game plan for this year. And you guys know me, I want to finish 100 shadows this year, so I'm going to go hard and heavy on these shadows and try to just systematically knock them out one by one. So that is the game plan. I want to know what your game plan is. If you're doing a Pan That palette this year, if you're doing the PANtastic Ladies theme of Panning Solitaire, how many did you start with? How are you doing with what you started with? I have seen some updates from people here and there, people that I watch regularly, and I think some of these people are doing pretty darn good, but I want to know how you're doing. So let me know, because I know some of my watchers, they do not actually post anything on social media, so that's why I want to know. I want to know. Let me in the know here. So put that down in the comments. Let me know your progress if you are following along your own journey at home. And I think that is it. Go check out some people down there, because there is a lot of people doing it this year. So check them out, show them some love, and pan some eyeshadow. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.